Yeah, hi everybody. Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist, New South Wales, Australia. Breaking news in the last 20 minutes. The Australian Prime Minister has called for the sacking of Archbishop Philip Wilson after court ruling. Now, this has come in 21 minutes ago. This is hot off the press. Here's the Prime Minister now. I'll get this going for you. Let's see. This is the Australian Prime Minister. Don't think Australia's mucking around with these religious people. Oh, you're terribly mistaken if you do. Now, we're just waiting for this to come up.
As far as Philip Wilson is concerned, he should have resigned. And he should have resigned, and the time has come for the Pope to sack him. If he is not,
Wow.
There are many leaders that have called on him to resign. It's clear that he should resign, and I think its time has come now for the ultimate authority in the church to take action and sack him.
Good on you, Prime Minister of Australia. Here. There's our Prime Minister. They are not mucking around with these religious people, are they? How good's that? That's Australia. Let's go back to the story. We've got a glitch in this system. Thank you, Prime Minister. Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull has called on the Pope to sack Adelaide's Archbishop Philip Wilson. Now, that was the guy that was caught in the child sexual abuse stuff. Wilson was convicted of covering up abuse by priest Jim Fletcher in the New South Wales Hunter region, which is only an hour away from where I live. The opposite direction. I've got Sydney an hour south, Newcastle Hunter an hour north, making him the most senior Catholic in the world to be convicted with concealing sexual abuse. He was sentenced to 12 months detention, eligible for parole after 6 months, but has said he will lodge an appeal against his conviction. The Archbishop has refused to quit his post, and Malcolm Turnbull, there he is, the Australian Prime Minister, has previously said Wilson should resign. Today, Prime Minister intensified the pressure on the Catholic Church by saying the time has come for the Pope to sack him. Wow, isn't that fantastic? That means, look, I have told you. The Australian government is not going to let these religious organisations get away with child abuse and scandals. They're not. If you think the Jehovah's Witnesses are off the hook, man, they're in for a shock. There are many leaders that have called on him to resign. It is clear that he should resign, said Mr. Turnbull. He said it was time for the ultimate authority in the church to take action and sack him. Imagine all the people that would get sacked in the Jehovah's Witnesses. There'd be no one left. After his conviction, Wilson said that he had stood aside from all his duties and that he would resign if his appeal was unsuccessful. Well, that's too conditional, isn't it? Get out now, mate. I'm conscious of calls for me to resign and have taken them very seriously, Wilson said earlier this month. I don't know how he could face anyone. However, at this time, I'm entitled to exercise my legal rights and to follow the due process of the law. And there he is. Poor old bugger, he's had it. During his trial, the Archbishop said no one had ever come forward to him of allegations of child abuse during his 40 years as clergyman. Yeah, because you hid it, mate. You're a liar and you hid it. However, Magistrate Robert Stone cast that claim aside in a ruling that could have ramifications in courts around the world. Hear to that. About time. Australia's setting the benchmark. Wilson's legal team made 4 attempts to have the case thrown out, arguing it was not in the public interest and that his diagnosis of Alzheimer's should preclude him from trial, although it did not preclude him from retaining his position in the church. Exactly. In his judgment, Mr. Stone said the Archbishop's primary motive had been protecting the Catholic Church. Wilson was the Bishop of Wollongong before being elevated to Archbishop of Adelaide. He was also the President of the Australian Catholic Conference. During his time as Bishop of Wollongong, Wilson earned the nickname the Healing Bishop for his work with victims of child sexual abuse. Well, he obviously tried to turn it around, but it was all in vain in the end, wasn't it? Maybe he can do good with the remaining part of his life. This is Dr. Jason W. Morrison, theologist, New South Wales, Australia. Bye for now. Yeah, Dr. Jason Morrison, theologist again. I just want to say thank you for watching the videos, and I hope you got plenty of self-rediscovery and freedom out of it. If you watched it on YouTube, please share or like. Maybe even comment if you watch it on Facebook. Like, comment, share. But most of all, get out and live. This isn't a rehearsal. You've got a one-off life. Don't let your loyalty and your faithfulness blind you to the life that you should be experiencing. Till the next video, thank you for watching, and bye for now.